up? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer podcast. My name is Eric. He hate me 702, and I am by myself today. I think Jeremy might pop in a little later. Mo is getting some rest because he works a graveyard shift. Sam is taking care of some stuff, finishing up college work, all that good stuff. So hopefully we get them all back shortly. But right now it is just me. I gotta eat some sweet tarts. I don't know about y'all, but I love sweet tarts. I go through phases with candy. Sometimes I like candy, sometimes I don't. Jeremy's going to be joining shortly. No. I always like candy. There's never sometimes. I am a huge candy person. And I like the taffies and the jelly beans and all that stuff. I go through phases. And right now I'm on a sweet tart phase. And yes, it is 8 o'clock in the morning and I am eating sweet tarts to go along with my coffee. 100%. So, hope everybody had a good weekend. In Vegas, it has been very, very hot. As y'all can see, I'm rocking my Aces jersey, Aces stuff. I'm going to wait till Jeremy gets on. But before Jeremy gets on, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Spurs versus Thunder. Okay? So, Spurs, we know the Thunder swept the Lakers. Everybody know that. The Spurs ended up taking out the Timberwolves in 6. The last game wasn't even close. So it is what it is, right? They dominated. I'm not gonna say I was wrong because I didn't pick that one. I picked that one completely wrong. Why are we having music in the background? Okay. I picked that one completely wrong. So it is what it is, right? No big deal. But we now have the Spurs versus Thunders, and let's welcome in the man, the myth, the legend. What's up, buddy?
Morning.
Good morning. So, yeah, I'm off today because I got to work a whole bunch of shit. I'm not going to explain all that. Oh, just to let everybody know, we will not have a show next week. I will be in California. So I work on Sunday, and then once we get off Sunday, we're driving to California, and me and her are going to spend the next 2 nights in a cabin. Just
white people shit.
Getting away from this fucking heat. Getting away from the heat. Going to a cabin.
Oh, you don't have to lie. It's okay.
Going to a cabin is not white people shit.
Brother, it's all right.
It's so we got it on. So we're going to go to a cabin for 2 days, get away from this heat, just relax, chill. Do a little bit of hiking.
Yeah, where's the cabin at?
In California.
Yeah, where?
I don't really fucking know. Hold on.
You know where it's at.
No, I really don't know because we booked it. The cabin's nice. It's like 3.5 hours away.
Stop playing with us. You just know what's coming.
I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on. I got to go to my email. Vacation. Oh, well, I don't have that one. It's somewhere in here. It's 3.5 hours away from us. That's all I know. Trying to see, we just booked it, and I can't see where it's at. Maybe she didn't send it to me. I don't fucking know. I'll ask her though. But it's probably someplace white sounding, okay? Just it's not in Big Bear or any place like that. Yeah, because the last one I have in my vacations is when we were going to when we were going on the cruise. Yep. I don't fucking know. I'll find out though. Anyway, nobody cares about that shit. That's not what y'all came here to see. But yeah, so there'll be no show next week. I'm gonna go relax with my wife. Right now, I was getting into Spurs versus Thunder before you jumped in because you don't really watch the NBA. So we were getting into that because they're playing in the Western Conference Finals. This is what the NBA wanted. They wouldn't have mind Cat to come in, or they wouldn't have mind Anthony Edwards to come in. but they wanted the Spurs versus Thunder. This is the best matchup. They've had beef with each other. They go after each other. So they wanted the Spurs versus Thunder. And just to let you guys know, Jeremy picked that correctly. Okay. So Jeremy did pick that one correctly. He got the Spurs and the Thunder. He picked the Spurs over the Timberwolves. Right now, it's waiting on the Pistons. If the Pistons win, Jeremy got that one right. He didn't get the Celtics right, but who the fuck thought the Celtics were going to get beat by the damn Sixers? So the Knicks are waiting on the Pistons. So right now, Jeremy has been better than me, and this motherfucker does not watch the NBA. Okay, he's been better than most people picking this shit. The only game he technically got wrong was the Celtics Sixers. So from therefore on, he got the Celtics. He picked the Knicks right, but he got the Celtics. So he lost 3 games because he picked the Celtics to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, if the Pistons go against the Spurs, that is what Jeremy picked for his championship. So he's still in on it. But yeah, this is a matchup that everybody wanted to see. Wemby versus Shea or Wemby versus Chet. So Shea versus, they got De'Aaron Fox, they got Stephen Castle, they got Dylan Harper. So this is what the NBA wanted to see. It's going to be extremely, extremely good series. I don't know if it goes 7. I expected the Timberwolves to win last night or the night before. So I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Yeah, they played on Thursday. I thought that was going to go game 7. I'm disappointed as fuck in the Timberwolves. Julius Randle, how you scored 9 points? 9 fucking points in a closeout game at home. Talking all this shit that we want y'all, and then you show up for 9 fucking points. I don't want to hear that Anthony Edwards had a bad shooting night. He did. But he was trying
he wanted them until he got him.
Yeah, you know.
Then he got him. Then he got scared.
Yeah. Rando. Look, I don't know Timberwolves. I like Julius Randle, but y'all might have to do something. Y'all gonna have to find another person that can put some points in the bucket, but you just can't rely on Julius Randle. Jaden McDaniels is supposed to be the guy, but you have Rudy Gobert at center, so that is null and void for points. So you're already down because that's a defensive player. Dante DiVincenzo was injured and he could put the bucket he could put points on the board. But I mean, he was injured, so you were playing Mike Conley and you were playing the dude that they got out of Denver. I can't think of his name at point guard. And then you had Anthony Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, and Gobert. But I mean, Gobert, I already said it. Randall can't have 9 fucking points. You can't only get like 50 points from 2 people. So I mean, yeah, they got to do something to find a more consistent score. I love me some Anthony Edwards, dude. That boy is funny as hell. So we're gonna get off of that, okay? And we're gonna jump right into the Las Vegas Aces. So have you paid attention to any of the games that have been going on?
I haven't.
Okay, so Las Vegas Aces are 3-1. They lost their first game of the season, and now they're on a 3-0 streak. Asia Wilson is doing her damn thing. She just put up 45 points against the Sun. So she doing her damn thing. You see what I'm saying? But do you remember Sinead Carter? The one that kept talking, that played for like the Sky, and she got in trouble for fucking with Caitlin Clark her rookie season?
I think so.
Yeah. So she didn't play last year for some ungodly known reason. I don't know why. I'm not going to look it up. I don't care. But we signed her. And so and she's like a combo guard, can play the forward, the 3, but more like a combo guard, more like a Jackie Young situation.
Wait,
right?
you mean Kennedy Carter?
Yeah, Kennedy Carter. My bad. What did I say?
Sinead O'Connor?
My bad. I don't know why the fuck I said that. Yeah, Kennedy Carter. Wait, it can't be Kennedy. It's with the fucking CH.
It's Kennedy.
Okay. So, yeah, her. Carter.
Yeah.
So she's averaging 19 fucking points.
Yeah, she didn't look good the first game.
No.
I watched part of the first game and she looked like trash.
She is piecing motherfuckers up.
Yeah.
She is crossing the shit out of them. Jackie's putting in 14. Jewel Lloyd's got 6, but that's no longer her role because she's coming off the bench to be that defensive spark. But you also got Carter coming off the bench too. So Jewel Lloyd's got some help coming off that bench. So yeah, we looking for, and of course, your girl, Bell, Kirsten Bell. She's averaging 2.3 rebounds and
Yeah,
0
I want a
points
refund.
on 12 minutes a game.
Can we return to sender?
She's the only person not averaging a point.
Yeah, let's return to sender, please.
So your girl Kirsten Bell. So we are looking. Did you see those red jerseys?
I haven't.
Oh, buddy, look up them red jerseys. Look up the red jerseys when they were playing the Sun. Those are fire.
Oh,
Yeah, those are fucking fire. The one that the Nike Las Vegas with the big Las Vegas going across, not the black, not the old one. Here, let me just fucking share it.
No, about this one.
I'm talking about this one right here.
Yeah.
That is fire.
Yeah.
That is a fire ass jersey. They played against the Sun in that jersey and did business last night. And I was like, when we go to a game, if they have any, I'm not even playing. That jersey is so fire. And I can buy only very limited shit because they decided to go to black and silver. So I can only buy limited shit. You see what I'm saying? But I saw them in that jersey and I was like, that is like the best looking jersey they've had in a while as an alternate. So yeah, I was all in for that jersey. So I'm definitely hoping they have like a t-shirt or something like that when it comes to it. Okay. Next thing we're going to get into. I'm going to be honest. I think this is the funniest, pettiest shit that I've seen in a while from the UFC. Okay. I thought this was so fucking funny and petty when the UFC releases, right? I was like, y'all motherfuckers know what you're doing. So McGregor is back.
Oh God.
It's official. It was announced. He is coming back to fight Max Holloway. Guess when they sent out the announcement?
During Ronda's fight?
During Francis's walkout.
For real?
Yes. So Francis's walkout, then all of a sudden I'm watching it. Look, I paused because it went to like a commercial right before his walkout or something like that, or right after his knockout. So anytime I went to commercial, I went into something else, right? But right after his knockout, I was like, okay, I don't give a fuck about hearing them talk. I don't care. I don't like Ariel Helwani. So I went to Twitter and it was like McGregor's back. I was like, what the fuck? What was it? After the whole entire fight, I was like, UFC just said, fuck you, Netflix, in your MMA event. So right after in the post press conference, Francis was asked about it. He was asked, what do you think about the UFC releasing that McGregor's back during your walkout? He's like, I don't care. But like it was ridiculous. I was just like, this is absolutely crazy. But anyway, he's back for Holloway. What are your thoughts now that you learned that?
I mean, I hope Holloway turns back into his old form and just beats the living shit out of McGregor. McGregor deserves to have the living shit just beat out of him till there's no tomorrow.
I think it's June 11th. First, we have to make sure that he makes it there. McGregor makes it there, because we were waiting for the Michael Chandler fight forever.
I mean, if he found a 6-foot hole to sleep in, before the fight, it wouldn't break my heart.
So it's going to be fought at welterweight. It's the main event of UFC 329. So McGregor's supposedly ending his 5-year layoff against Max Holloway.
It's because he's broke.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, so I have a question.
And he should probably stop touching women.
I propose a theory. Okay.
Them court costs are adding up.
Yes, he's broke. You're right. Those court costs would be a motherfucker.
I mean,
lawyers.
if he learned how to keep his hands to himself, he probably wouldn't have all those court costs.
I mean, he's not the smartest guy, so he doesn't understand the difference between inside the ring and outside the ring.
He doesn't understand the meaning of consent and no consent either.
I agree. I agree with you. But again, he's not the smartest. No offense to like all the plumbers, but this motherfucker said he'd be a plumber if he wasn't an MMA fighter. Would you want him working on your house?
I don't think he's that smart.
That's what I'm thinking. Would you want him working on your house? And it might not be plumber. It could have been an electrician, but I'm 90% sure it's plumber. It's funny if it's fucking plumber, so fuck that.
You actually have to have some common sense to be a plumber.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't think he was fucking. I was like, yeah, okay. So anyway, my conspiracy theory, right, is the only reason why he's coming back is because Dana White and TKO are in bed with the Saudis due to Zuffa boxing. He's getting made bank to come back. That's just my thoughts. What do you think?
Either that or they're all getting together to create their own Epstein Island.
They don't have to create it. The guys from Saudi. Women just got the right to drive like 10 years ago. I mean, remember when WWE went to fucking Saudi, they had to cover up all the women. They didn't want any women performing.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been like that.
Yeah, so they don't have to have an Epstein Island. They could just go to Saudi.
This group doesn't want the women covered up.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I'm with you.
Sorry, I could give a fuck less about McGregor.
No, I just thought it was funny that when they announced it, UFC and TKO are petty as shit.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's against Max Holloway. I have some reservations because, Max Holloway got knocked out by Topuria.
Yeah, I think Holloway is at the end of his career.
Exactly. And it seems like in MMA, once those rock solid chins get tested, they don't really return. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tony Ferguson, Chuck Liddell. Like once that shit gets tested, they just kind of go bye-bye. So, and we know McGregor does have some sort of hands. So, I mean, granted, it's a 5-year layoff. So I think it's kind of a safer fight for both of them because of the fact that they're not throwing McGregor against a young lion like Topuria or fucking Maz or somebody. What's his name? Islam. Or even. So, yeah, that's kind of. I understand that. But I'm not expecting much for this fight. I don't even know if he's going to show up yet.
Yeah.
All right. So, what all did you watch of the Netflix first MMA event?
Nothing.
Okay, so
I was at the bar.
You're at the what?
I was at the bar.
What bar?
I don't remember.
You're out having a blast. So
It's kind of why I was late this morning.
that's okay. I'm understanding. I'm understanding. I was trying to see based off of what bar you were, what type of party you were having. Were you having an over the top party or is it like a somber party?
No, there was no party.
Oh, because you know
There was
EDC was
just,
in town.
there was just give me my tequila and leave me alone.
Got you. All right, so we got Francis versus Linz. First of all, the first thing I'm gonna say off rip about this MMA Netflix card, I did not watch. I only watched 3 fucking fights. That's the only 3 fights I cared about, right? If we would have broadcast, if we would have live streamed these 3 fights, oh, this would have been a quick fucking night. It would have been a really quick night. If we would not have had to worry about shit. It would have been like a 2-hour broadcast, none of that. This would have been quick as shit. Right? So, I mean, the main card started at 6. It went till 9, but there was only 1 fight that went past the first round. Yeah. So this is the first thing I'm gonna say. Jake Paul, y'all did a horrible job with matchmaking. This was such a horrible match-made fight. The fact that you had, granted, you want to put on a show and you want to perform and you don't want to go 5 rounds or whatever the fuck it was, but the fact that you had so many fights with only 1 going to the second round, and then they didn't look good. It's not like, oh, they're going out bang. No, these were mismatches. So Francis versus this dude, I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. I have no clue what his game plan was. The fight ended in like 2 minutes and 25 seconds, maybe 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And that's because he did shoot in and Francis blocked and got him on the ground. But like, he decided he was going to go bang with Francis in the beginning of the fight. He said, I'm going to go and I'm going to stand in the fire. And like 15 to 20 seconds later, he realized that was a bad idea. And from that moment on, he was literally on autopilot fighting for his life. Like, he was no longer really, yes, there was a couple times that he hit somebody, he hit Francis with an overhand right, and it looked like it stunned Francis. But like that, an overhand right, the way he was throwing it, that's desperation. Do you see what I'm saying? He literally looked like somebody trying to keep a wild animal off of him. But Francis was patient. And I think he learned that from boxing. He was way more patient, right? But no, it was Francis ended up connecting with like a left hook at the top of his head, and the dude was done. He had blood coming down from him. He had fallen multiple times. There was when he originally got rocked and they got put to the back and then got stood up like a minute and 30 seconds later, they were still saying this dude was rocked. Like, so it looked like he was like on a daze the whole entire time. Horrible fight. It didn't give you a brutal knockout like Alverster, Overeem, and it was just a horrible fight. It was mismatched from the start. There was 1 or 2 takedown attempts. Yeah, he got taken down. He tried to do a takedown attempt. Francis sprawled and then held his head down and punched him from underneath and hit him so hard that the dude got rocked. So yeah, it just wasn't that good of a fight.
Wait, where are all the people crying about too much advertising on the rings?
Oh, there was advertising
for this fight.
There was Car Shield, there was Credit One Bank.
Like, they're there for the UFC crying about the advertisements in the ring for UFC, but holy fuck, did you see this?
There was advertising all over the place.
Like, you got Total Wireless, you got Netflix, MVP, DraftKings, Credit One, fucking a dude in the middle of the ring bleeding from everywhere.
The Tale of the Tape. It wasn't called the Tale of the Tape. It was called the Tale of the Bet, presented to you by DraftKings. And then Kenny Florian would go out and they would do the whole DraftKings bet things because he's a DraftKings ESPN or DraftKings analyst. No, dude, it was so bad. But again, and then there was so much filler because the fights lasted not long at all. Like there was multiple times that I was waiting for the Rousey and Gina, and I just turned it
let's
off.
touch on this Rousey fight because let's talk about this post fight interview from Dumbfuck.
Oh, Jake Paul?
No, from the person who goes in and interviews the fucking fighters after the
Oh,
fight.
Ariel Hawani?
Yeah, that dumb motherfucker.
I can't stand him.
Look, this fight lasted like 19 motherfucking seconds.
17.
And this motherfucker goes in the ring to interview Ronda, and he goes, "We know this is your last one, but after this dominant performance, bitch, what the fuck was dominant about this fucking 20-second fucking fight where literally the only thing that happened was they both fell down and Ronda grabbed an arm and
Okay.
did her signature armbar and fucking made her tap. Where was the dominance?
Okay. You're not giving credit when you say they fell
You're right.
down.
I'm not giving credit because it was 20 seconds. Like, get the fuck out of here. What dominance are you showing in 20 seconds? Bitch, shut up. You look so dominant. Where? Show me in that 20-second span where there was so much dominance.
Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Pleasure as always. Okay.
Show me. Let's pull up the clip.
No. No. It's a 17-second clip. It was. I'll give you the breakdown really quick of how this happened, okay? Bell rings, meet in the center of the ring. Carano throws a lazy jab and goes to throw a kick. Ronda shoots a horrible takedown. Falls into a guillotine, which I don't know why Gina held on to it. Ronda then, instead of gets her hips in mount position, pushes the guillotine off of her.
Two
Throws
soft ass punches to the left side of Gina's face, and then
armbar,
and then an armbar.
Yep,
bitch.
And Gina,
where I'm still looking for the dominance. I just watched it. Where is the dominance?
Gina tapped immediately,
like instantly, like faster than ramen noodles get cooked.
No fight. You had 2 years to prepare for this fight. You lost 100 pounds and you didn't learn how to defend an armbar.
So I just want to know where the dominance was to justify that dumbass question.
Okay. You have a problem with the interview with Rousey, right? I have a problem with the interview with Carano.
I have the problem with the whole fucking thing.
Because his dumbass went over there, asked her questions, and did not pay attention to her answers.
Like, he never pays attention to anybody's answers.
I know, but he's like, oh, and she's like, oh, it didn't go the way I wanted to. I wanted to go ahead and get some stuff in, this and this and this, but I didn't even get anything in. And he kept, are you going to fight again? So what you're going to, bitch, she got tapped in 17 seconds by somebody who hasn't fought in 10 fucking years.
Like, and Gina hasn't fought in 300 years.
So what are we doing?
Combined together, 310 years not having fought. Like,
and the glazing of these two was fucking ridiculous. There was not a mention of Ronda Rousey's weak chin or her weak fucking mental state. The most dominant female. Yes. Yeah. There was no mention of the last two fights, she got knocked out in fucking no time. No, it was literally like, and 8 of her wins coming in under 1 minute. Like, okay, I got you. Now this is the most historical Netflix event. The most devastating move in MMA history. Bitch, this is not WWE. Oh my God. Afterwards, we're going to take the camera and sit it on fucking Gina and Ronda for a full fucking 5 minutes. Meanwhile, Ronda has not learned at all how to act and fake that was Why? It almost I felt so bad for Gina. I felt so bad because I was like, Ronda, stop hugging her. You didn't even give this bitch a chance. You didn't even stand up and fought. You literally went out in an armbar, and now you're gonna cry talking about this. And I was Gina, I might have punched her ass.
I mean, I would have.
So yeah, that was horrible. Their main event lasted 17 seconds. It was two fighters that have not fought in forever, and their press conference. They literally got more damage off in their press conference. I'm a bad boss bitch. And Ronda, stop with this. Stop with this. Oh, I'm so big and bad. You can't do both. Oh, before Ronda got in the ring, as she was walking down the ring, guess what they asked her? Guess what they said? They said, hey, I asked Ronda if she has to break her arm, will she break her arm if Gina doesn't tap? And she goes, I will finish the submission, but I will also help her up. Motherfucker, there was no breaking of an arm. Like, y'all hyped this match up so bad. And I thought you were going to go someplace totally different. I was prepared for this. I was getting on board with this shit. I thought we were going to go to a totally different thing when you were mad about the thing. I literally thought you were going to say this was the most fixed fucking match ever.
I mean, that's obvious. Like, you don't even have to say it. Like, come on, really? You got two people that haven't fought in 7,326 days or years, and fucking what?
It keeps getting longer. Yeah, the tap.
Like, nobody wants to see these two. And Jake's gonna come out and say, "You see what I've done for women's combat sports, bitch? Shut the fuck up."
This is the most.
You know how old these two are?
This is the most viewed.
These two could have been your fucking grandmother. Like, what the fuck did you do for fucking women's combat sports? You unretired two women and then they retired again. What?
For 17 seconds.
You fucking low life.
Gina Carano is my age. She is 44. She has not fought since she was 27.
It's all lipstick on a pig, is all it is.
It's what?
Jake Paul is lipstick on a pig.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever heard that shit before.
I mean, you could put lipstick on a pig, but it's still pig.
Yeah, I think the fight was fixed.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's all about optics. Oh, I did so much for women's combat sports, but really he didn't do nothing. Because where's old girl at? He ain't had old girl in his last 2 or 3 cards.
Who?
The boxer, what's her name?
Serrano or Taylor?
Serrano.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's not. He hasn't started got a fight with somebody for Clarissa Shields, which would be a huge fight for him.
Wait. It's all fake bullshit, PR, optics. Because
now,
I don't think he's ever going to box again.
I don't either.
But I think somebody should still punch him in the face.
We'll get to that in a second. So let's go back right before the fight happened. Guess who they bring on to talk? They interviewed in the crowd. CM Punk.
Oh, Lord.
And CM Punk basically made everybody realize he didn't want to be there. So they asked him about it. He said, I like both of them. I love Gina. I love Ronda. But I think what's going to happen is Ronda's going to go out there, take her down, take her arm, and tap her. He's like, it's not like I haven't dabbled in mixed martial arts and or like analyst, because like, oh, you had that analyzed. He's like, yeah, it's not like I haven't dabbled in being an analyst. And then like, do you want to say anything to your fans out there? He's like, yeah, I want to say something to my wife and this. I'll be home in 20 minutes. That was it. Like, he made everybody realize, he told everybody what's going to happen in the fight. and then said, "I will be home in 20 fucking minutes," and they hadn't even walked out yet. And this motherfucker still had to get out of the arena. So either he was leaving now, you know what I'm saying, to drive home, or he lived right outside the arena, was leaving afterwards.
I mean, he lives in Chicago.
Exactly. And they were in LA at the Inuit. Maybe they were back at the hotel with him or something like that. Because AJ's still on the road. So yeah, and you know he was only there because of Netflix. It's not like he would have showed up on his own.
Yeah, but I don't know why he would be there because it's MVP promotion.
But it's a Netflix thing. So Netflix, and he also has done MMA. So they wanted a real quick thing. So it made sense. If Roman Reigns showed up, that wouldn't have made sense.
I mean,
so if you're going to have anybody show up for that, that one would have made sense. Unless they had Bobby Lashley still on the show. Okay, so Perry versus Diaz.
I didn't watch it, but I seen some shit where Diaz was leaking like a fucking.
Oh, they had to stop the fight because of it.
I seen that.
Yeah, and Duran was in his corner. The Cutman, the legendary Cutman, and he stopped it because he couldn't get that shit to stop bleeding. So it was a 2-round fight. That was the only 2-round fight. Another mismatch. Mike Perry's a beast. This is what I'll say. If you watch it, pay attention to where Mike Perry's hands are in the second round. Like in the first round, he's showing defense, right? But in the second round, he's literally walking straight to him with his hands down and just beating the ever-living shit out of him. He gave him huge shots. Nate Diaz took some huge shots. Knee to the face. Nate Diaz was, if the round didn't end in the second round, if there was 15 more seconds left in the second round, Nate Diaz would have been done. Because he kneed him. Mike Perry would have just landed on top of him and beat the shit out of him. Mike Perry was using very subtle head movement with his fucking hands down. Now, in the first round, Nate did get some shots off and gave Mike Perry a little cut. Yeah. But they were jabs. It was not the same. Like Mike Perry hit Nate in the fucking stomach with an uppercut, and Nate immediately crumbled. Like and they were like, "Oh my God, he's hurt." So that was another horrible mismatch. I think he got him on the ground one time, maybe. They fell on the ground, but yeah, it wasn't a good fight. Afterwards, Mike Perry said, "If Nate wants a rematch, we can run a rematch." But then guess what he said? I know, Jake, you called out Francis, but I think that's fucking dumb. I'm calling you out. Let's fucking run it in MMA. You beat me in boxing. Let's go in MMA. And that's when Jake's like, yeah, you know, I already whipped your ass in boxing. I'll MMA you. I'll MMA you. Or I'll MMA you. Bitch, that's not a fucking term. So apparently, they may be setting up for a fight with Mike Perry in MMA. So yeah, that was not a good fight. They booed the shit out of Mike Perry because they were in LA and Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz came up afterwards and basically said he had no problem with the stoppage. He was leaking like crazy. He couldn't see shit. And then told Perry, nah, we got to run this shit back. Nobody beats me twice. I don't want to see that fight. Nate, do me a favor, buddy. Stop.
Nate's done.
You see it. You're watching it, right?
He smokes too much. He's too out of shape. I mean, he's always technically been out of shape, but
yeah,
he's out of ring shape, and he smokes too much.
And
he smokes like Eric.
The amount of punishment he's taken with all that scar tissue, he bleeds too fucking much.
Yeah, I think Nate and you are on the same smoking level.
He might be more than me. He might be more than me because he's probably got chronic pain. You see what I'm saying? So, because now I'm really only smoking. I don't smoke at work because what the fuck I do with these chemicals. So I'm literally only like, I smoke in the morning and then I smoke like when I get down on the weekend, I'm fucking blazing shit all day. So like I imagine that fucking Mike smokes or Nate smokes a lot more than me because this motherfucker has chronic pain. And I'm pretty sure he smokes before he fights because he fights like he's high. But yeah, that was absolutely so. Overall, I don't think the Netflix event was that good. I'm glad nobody had to pay for that shit. But I don't think it was that good. A lot of mismatched fights. A lot of overhype. A lot of dumbass decisions. Like the decision for Linz to stand with fucking Francis. The decision for Gina Carano to not understand how to fucking, what would I say? Defend an armbar. Like, you know, she had 2 years to prepare for this fight, right? Did you know that, Jeremy?
I mean, yeah.
So what happened was Ronda saw Gina was doing better, whatever, reached out to him about a fight. Gina Carano had to lose 100 pounds to get into fight shape. But this started 2 years ago. You did not learn how to defend an armbar. You literally went for a guillotine. And you didn't even wrap your legs around it. Like, that's why I think this fight was so fixed. Because maybe, or it could have just been that Gina has fought so long ago that when she was fighting, they weren't doing arm bars and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? It was more stand-up, Muay Thai kickboxing. That's why Ronda was able to beat everybody up. But you had 2 years to train for this fight. Who the fuck throws a kick against a wrestler or judo or grappler? Like, I have such a lazy kick. So yeah, I wasn't keen on it. I thought this was some bullshit. It is what it is. Do you see what I'm saying? But I hope MVP just gets out of MMA, gets out of boxing. Or if Netflix decides to continue with MMA, find a different partner.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Definitely try to see if you can get some one championship. Do you see what I'm saying? Because this was just fucking horrible. And this is going to be another copy, carbon paste of the UFC, where they're going to push people that no longer deserve to be a main eventing fucking things. Very similar like the UFC. Like, again, why the fuck is McGregor the main event? Did you happen to watch any WWE this week?
No.
Raw was unmemorable.
It's gotten like it's gotten so bad I haven't wanted to watch it.
So we could just touch on the Jacob Fatu and the Roman Reigns issue, right? Okay. Again, this is my issue with the no sell at the fucking end of the damn pay-per-view. So this week, Adam Pearce is supposed to fire him. But Roman says, don't. He has to acknowledge me. So they have this plan that they're going to wait around for Jacob to show up all day. Jay's going to meet him when he shows up to talk to him about it, to try to talk him out of doing what he's going to do. Jimmy is going to be with Roman, do something saying, and he's going to be the Roman, so he could be out there. Jacob shows up, doesn't really talk to Jay. Jay chases him all, basically follows him all the way down, grabs him, and Jacob basically beats the shit out of him. And like launches him before he walks out into the arena. Somehow Jimmy says, "Oh, he beat Jay's ass. I'm gonna meet him at the fucking on the entrance ramp," and gets his ass fucking beat. Now Roman understands that I gotta fight, so he puts his belt down, and then they start fighting. And then guess what happens? Roman gets his ass beat. What the fuck are we doing? This has been my biggest issue with stables. And this was why New Day was so fucking amazing. Whether they were heel or good guy, they're one of the few stables that understands what the fuck is going to happen. And even though the Vision irritates the fuck out of me, they are a stable that understands what the fuck they have. They beat Montez Ford and them in a this week in a 6-time whatever. They beat the shit out of him. Like he got speared. Seth Rollins caused his fucking brother to get speared. So I mean, they understand they have numbers. Whose idea was it? After Jacob has fucking Tonga throat punched you 4 fucking times like every week, why the fuck aren't all 3 of y'all in the ring? Why the fuck aren't all 3 of y'all in the ring so when this bitch comes in, y'all could beat him down at the same time? Why do you let him? Why do you put each of you by yourself so he can statistically just walk through all of you? I don't get it.
Because the storytelling is trash.
Fucking God. It's horrible. Horrible. Fucking horrible. Now don't get me wrong. Okay? I remember once you saying that the reason why you wanted Becky to lose the belt was because you didn't think she was going to put on over the younger people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just so this worries me because we got basically Sol Ruka and Becky Lynch in a feud. It's Sol Ruka's first feud. And so far it's been pretty good. We know that they're going to end up fighting for the the Intercontinental Championship. But I'm a little worried due to the things that you have said in the past. And when you said put over, do you mean put over by lose the belt tour or put over them as having a good match and putting them over?
Either.
Okay.
I don't think Becky has many, if any, good matches anymore.
I agree.
I think it's time to some of these old individuals
Bitches.
to find retirement and on their way out have their final good matches to put the younger talent over.
Got you.
They don't have to lose, but they have to showcase the younger talent
and have to have a good match.
Right. And not a stupid ass match like fucking John Cena's match with fucking Gunther.
I agree.
Where you're smiling when you're getting choked out.
Yeah, I agree. Because I like Sol Ruka. I like the Soul Snatcher. Okay. Now, I am gonna say I'm a little perturbed, and this is how you know I'm getting fucking old. That we have an OG stunner. So we have a variation of a top rope stunner. And then we have basically a front flip fucking RKO. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not wrong.
The talent look at who the development individual is.
What do you mean by that?
Who's running NXT?
Shawn Michaels. Got you. But I like the Soul Snatcher much more than I like the OG Stunner or whatever the fuck it's called. The reason why I don't like the Stunner off the top rope, the way he does it, is because it's too telegraphed. It is way too telegraphed. Now, Javon Evans is amazing. I love him as a talent. Fucking absolutely out of this world. And there were a couple times when he was facing Rusev and them that his Rusev was so good at selling because it doesn't telegraph that it's coming. But that OG cutter, it's just so kind of telegraphed to me. It's such a weird setup. Do you see what I'm saying? So they kind of have to be chill. They have to be just waiting for it to come out. But this damn Soul Snatcher, that's a totally different story.
Yeah.
The way Soul Ruka hits this Soul Snatcher makes me fucking cringe and jump with joy at the same time. And I'm only cringing because I'm afraid somebody's gonna die. Because she literally just whoop you bomb. I love Soul Ruka. I think it's absolutely fucking amazing. But I understand watching these two how fucking old I am. Because it's not the same when the super kick becomes a non-finisher. The sweet chin music, that's not the same. The RKO and the stunner are protected moves. You don't see them as much. Do you see what I'm saying? And to have a variation of them that nobody would have thought of, that Randy Orton could not do that type of RKO, is fucking insane. I think she's going to be fabulous. I hope that Becky. I don't think Becky's going to lose the championship the first time they fight, but I hope the next time they fight, she loses the championship to her.
Yeah.
But I don't know because creative sucks.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm not sure how that worked out. But other than that, there wasn't much going on Raw. I mean, we got Dominic Mysterio. Oh, we had Dominic Mysterio versus the original Grande for the AAA Lucha Championship.
That whole Dominic versus either El Grande I'm over that storyline.
I just don't understand how they're disrespecting this championship so much. Like, I get you want to have a WWE wrestler hold it. You could have had a plethora of actual luchadors hold it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so weird to me because I'm like, they're like, this is the first time it's ever been defended or fought for on the Raw. No shit, bitch, because it was a different organization. So yeah, the Dom thing I'm not liking. You understand what's going to happen though, right? Judgment Day is going to break up due to Roxanne.
Good.
So yeah, I think that's going to end up. But yeah, it just hasn't been that great. Storytelling, creative has gone downhill on both shows, SmackDown and Raw. So it's lazy, and it changes way too much. And you're right, and it's more shock value now than ever.
Yeah,
because I don't understand how the fuck Roman Reigns wins. I don't understand. I have literally seen Jacob Fatu beat everybody in the bloodline one-on-one. Not one-on-one in a match, but just beat the shit out of all of them. And Roman Reigns has been ready for him like 3 fucking times, and still I don't understand how he wins.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot make Roman Reigns an underdog. Do they not understand that?
I don't care.
Like, how do you make him an underdog where he just told Adam Pearce not to fire somebody? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. All right, you got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
All right, so again, no show next week. I will be out and about in the cabin doing white people shit.
There you go.
As Jeremy said, I'm gonna go do some white people shit. Okay.
You finally admitted it.
I'm gonna stop fighting it and just go with the flow.
There you go.
Do some white people shit. My wife is white. I love my wife, so we're gonna go stay in the cabin. To all the stepmoms out there, happy Stepmom Day. It is actually an official day. Some girl got it passed like in 2009 because she was upset that her stepmom didn't get celebrated and she meant so much to her. So yeah, it is an official day. So happy stepmom to all the stepmom days. And Jeremy, whenever you're ready, you can take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.